Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh. Welcome to Game 3 in a Best of 5 series. This one's being played between Liquid Ret. He is the red Dutch Zerg over here on the right side spawn of Terminus. And his opponent, once again, it's going to be WhiteRa, the blue Ukrainian Protoss on the top spawn. This is the version of Terminus with destructible rocks leading into the third. The newest version actually has destructible rocks at your third, and this is just a solid wall. So this is not the newest version, even though it was played just about a week ago at the ASUS ROG Stars Invitational. There were only 8 players invited. WhiteRa versus Ret was the first round of games. It looks like a pylon is being dropped very far forward in front of this natural here for WhiteRa. So he's doing a Forge Fast Expand for the third game in a row. Ret handled it so well in the first 2 games. I can't believe WhiteRa is actually doing this again, but we'll see if he's got something different in mind or if he's going to do I don't even know what. That cannon rush was just so bad on Shattered Temple, did not work out at all. Ret, even in the first game, handled the Forge Fast Expand with a very quick double expand and some awesome Mutalisk timing, so we'll see what WhiteRa is going to be able to do against this. The only thing I can think that would be decent against Ret's greedy build so far is maybe 4-gate with Blink Stalkers, but with the Forge Fast Expand, I don't know if he's going to be able to afford that in time, but spawning pool does go down at the time you would expect. Like I said in the previous games, Zerg tends to do that just because probes are so good at blocking that natural hatchery. We'll see if Ret manages to sneak another hatchery past WhiteRa like he did in Game 2, or if WhiteRa will try to do some cannon shenanigans, if you will, down at the natural here. We'll see if he builds a pylon just to prevent it completely. It looks like he is going to build that forge. Ret is going to find WhiteRa here in just a moment, so both players know where the other is located. There should not be anything too crazy resulting in that. No, he lets Ret build the hatch again. Oh my goodness, WhiteRa, you're slipping a little bit, buddy. Could have even built a pylon there to block it, but he did have the minerals. He just did not have the timing quite right. So now Ret doesn't have to build 6 Zerglings. He can build 2 just to be able to chase down this probe. He could have built a lot more if he had built a pylon there, just making him waste larva, waste resources for lings that he didn't necessarily need. Now he's going to be able to squeeze out some extra drones and, of course, get that hatchery done a little bit sooner than he would otherwise. WhiteRa's Nexus is about the same progress here as this hatchery, both about 45 seconds in. Looks like the first 2 lings are chasing down this probe. If WhiteRa wants to keep this guy alive, he should just beeline back to his main. It looks like the first cannon will be done here in just a moment, as well as that first gateway, not dropping 2 at a time. It's a little bit interesting. We'll see where he's going to go with this next. Probably build that cybernetics core right on time. 300 minerals up for Ret. Makes me wonder if he's going to take another hatchery. What's he doing with all those minerals? Just gathering. Is he sending a drone out anywhere? I don't actually see one. What are you going to build next, Ret? He's not even built a queen yet. There's a queen, actually, finally. Coming out of that first hatchery, can build another here at the natural. Could still build another hatch. I'm not really sure what he's doing. There's a second queen, as well as a round of 4 drones and an overlord, so he is just doing that greedy build. More economy, more all the time. WhiteRa is slightly ahead in Harvesters by 5. That's kind of interesting. This is the first time WhiteRa's really been ahead in this early game like that. This is also the first time that Ret hasn't taken a pretty quick third, so we'll see where he's going to allocate his resources. Oh, here we go. Very quick lair. So instead of building a bunch of lings right off the bat like he did in the first 2 games, he is jumping the gun a little bit, going for that lair even faster than he did normally. So WhiteRa does have 2 assimilators up and running. There's 2 extractors up and running for Ret. No 3rd or 4th just yet, so you may want to actually add those on if he is going for super fast Mutalisks. We'll have to see. It's still unclear whether he's going to be doing that or not. WhiteRa is going to send this probe as well as a single zealot across the map here for some early aggression. The probe, I don't think, is going to be able to build a pylon anywhere. Let's see if he manages to slap one down before that ling gets one more hit. No pylon being built for WhiteRa, so the zealot is going to run in on his own, try and do some scouting, I suppose, but these lings could actually trap him on the ramp. No, he does actually manage to sneak past. No, he actually doesn't. That looked very close, actually. He was very close to being able to see this lair is finished. There's no spire just yet, no roach horn, nothing actually beyond this spawning pool. It looks like ventral sacs are being researched very quickly here for Ret. He's going to try and do mass speedling drop, perhaps, into the base of Ret, he's got Pneumatized Carapace and Ventral Sacs both researching now. That's kind of interesting. Ventral Sacs and Pneumatized Carapace. Where is he researching? Oh, back at his other hatchery, of course. I was like, how is he getting 2 upgrades at once? But once you have that lair tech, of course, you can research that at any hatchery. It doesn't have to be researched at a lair. You just need a lair to be able to research it. 18 more lings coming out now, 20 more lings. He has ended drone production so that he can just mass up these lings. Look at that harvester count. WhiteRa is ahead, and he has a Phoenix actually already built. He went for that Stargate after the first gateway was done, so he's going to be shooting down these overlords, or trying to, and he sees that there is no additional tech here. There's no Spire. Hydralisk Den is being built now, but this is the first time Ret has not had a ton of units already on the field. He's got 38 lings, and he is going to be loading up soon to try and do that drop. You can see him actually sending all his overlords up here to the top spawn, all the lings coming to jump inside. Now all he has to do is cross this short distance in space and start dropping into the main. We'll see how WhiteRa is going to be able to handle this. He's got 2 Phoenixes searching for these overlords. Now he finds the bank of overlords. He's going to try and take them out before Ret can actually load up inside of them, and it looks like 1 overlord will be taken out here at least before the queen is able to come and try and defend. And now that the queen is off creep, these Phoenixes should have an easier time. They're going to gun down 1 more overlord, and did he actually load up? Yes, he did load up inside the injured overlord, so it looks like he's going to lose 8 lings if the Phoenixes can stay on that low health target. He is going to lose 8 lings. Oh my god, he dropped 1 ling. He lost 7 in that single overlord. Let's look, and 2 more lings get lost inside of that one. Ret is supply block, and not too many lings are actually getting in. He's already got Stalkers and Zealots waiting as well. Ret with just a hugely failed Zergling drop. He does manage to sneak some lings in through the front and some more on the left side. We'll see how quick WhiteRa is able to respond to this. WhiteRa now ahead in supply. It looks like a sentry and a stalker do get caught off to the left side here. Another probe is being focused down while this cannon is actually being attacked by Ret, and it looks like he did not get the cancel off now. But we do have a lot of lings in here for Ret now. WhiteRa will need all of these gateway units to be able to deal with this. Phoenix is still shooting down the last of these overlords, but if you look at the production tab, more overlords are being built all the time for Ret. He's well under supply cap now. It looks like these stalkers and zealots are going to handle the last of those lings. Look at worker killed. Only 2 workers killed, 53 units killed for WhiteRa, only 6 killed for Ret. These overlords are still getting splattered 1 at a time by these Phoenixes. He is building a Void right now as well. Does he already have one on the field? Yes, he does. So he can actually start using that here relatively soon. Probes are starting to get shoot down a little bit. Only 1 probe lost there in that next attack by Ret, but oh my goodness. There are Zerglings just hanging out inside the base of WhiteRa, but he's got cannons, he's got a Void Ray prepared to defend, and Phoenixes, of course, are the heroes of this game so far. 8 kills total on these Phoenixes. 8 Overlords have bit the dust. Harvester count still only 39 for Ret, 49 for WhiteRa. No third base at all. The Overlords are coming along with the Hydralisk. Is he going to try and drop into the base here? This would be a great spot to do it if these Phoenixes weren't here. Lings are starting to take some damage from these Stalkers and Zealots now, but yes, Ret is going to load up. He's got 9 Hydralisks inside of those Overlords. WhiteRa will have to guess at which ones contain those Hydras. Let's see how much damage he's going to be able to do here. There's a sentry on the ramp. The Hydras are being dropped now. Hydras do great against gateway units, but Phoenixes and Void Rays are a little bit tougher, a little bit different, and if they're in range of these cannons, that can be quite difficult. The Zerglings all going to get mowed down quickly by the Void Ray and the cannons. Here we go. The tier 1 units moving in for WhiteRa. Phoenix is lifting the Hydralisks. There's not that many. Here come the next wave here from Ret. Phoenix is still lifting those Hydralisks so the Void Rays can take them out. Stalkers still look to be in pretty good shape, but more Hydralisks showing up now. We've got about 10 on the ground, 5 on the ground remain. More Stalkers being warped in, and WhiteRa doing such a great job defending this base. Another Overlord comes in with some Lings. They're just getting shot down 1 at a time as they're dropped. More Hydralisks and Lings coming in from Ret. This is kind of his last chance. He hasn't built a drone in forever, and once these get cleared up, I don't see how Ret is going to be able to stay in this game with WhiteRa at a 31 supply advantage. There's the GG from Ret. Great game. I thought it was going to be even more one-sided than that, but Ret actually kept up with the aggression. Nearly found a moment of weakness in WhiteRa's defenses, but man, WhiteRa did such a great job there defending those drops. Such a good game. Now the series is 2-1 in Ret's favor, but it is a best-of-5 series, so he will need to win 1 more to be able to move on into the next round. Let's see if WhiteRa can continue his fight back against Ret.